Hello, guys. It's me, Butterfly Spirit. And, guys, I want to talk about my experience of attending my first official twerking class. You guys probably saw that I did it live earlier, but I decided to re record that because somebody kind of popped in on that live, and I didn't really feel like I got to really express my experience of the class very well. So, what I'm doing is redoing this take here and right now. So, I do want to give this disclaimer at the beginning. So, if you're somebody that is looking for information on like taking a twerking class, I don't offer those classes. If you are somebody who's wanting to see a demonstration of twerking, I'm not somebody who's going to be showing a demonstration. Okay, just want to throw that out there for those of you. And also, for the sake of this video, I'm not going to be looking at the comments as well. Okay, we're all clear. Awesome. So I want to tell you guys about my experience of taking my first official twerking class. So I took a twerking class a couple of weeks ago, and I enjoyed it. So I decided that I would take another class that was more official for my first one. So anyway, I got signed up for the twerking class. And I wasn't really sure how it was going to work because it was going to be after I got off work. And I wasn't sure if I was going to be totally tired or not. So I just decided I would go ahead and give it a shot and see what happened. So yesterday, I was very like nervous because I was the only person who signed up to take the class with my instructor. And right before I left to go to my class today, I found out another person was going to be taking the class with me, which to me made me feel a lot better about it. And I'm like, yay, there's going to be another person. And I felt like it would make it more fun. So, anyway, so before going to the class, I didn't have any like clothes laid out or anything for the class. So I hurriedly tried to find some clothes that would be fitting for the twerking class because in a twerking class, it's a good idea to wear like non-constricting clothing because that allows the body to move and stuff, especially the booty. So that's important. So I hurriedly got some clothes together and everything. I know I should have did it prior, but I didn't. So on my way to the twerking class, it was a distance from where I live. And one thing I was determined to do was to show up. In the past, I would have been super scared to show up for a class like this because I would have been like, oh my gosh, I'm so scared to do this. And I don't know if I want to do this. But at this point, I'm like, you know what? What do I have to lose? I'm just going to go in the class, see what happens, and see if I enjoy it or not. And the only way I'll know if I like something is to try it out. So I showed up to the class. So the class began at 8. I got there right at 8 o'clock. And when I got to the class in particular, then when I walked in, it is actually in a pole studio. So they have like poles and everything. And I guess a pole class was just finishing up. And the people were in there like, oh my gosh, is it 8 o'clock? And the instructor was like, yeah. It was like, and the instructor asked me, she's like, oh, are you here for the twerking class? So I was like, yeah. And she's like a young, petite girl like myself and everything, which is really cool to kind of see somebody like with my body type doing like the twerking class and stuff like that, which is really cool. So basically, I let the instructor kind of wrap up the class that she had. I don't know, I thought I saw like the light flicker or something. So I let the instructor kind of finish up with that class. And she asked my name, and I told her my name. She was like, oh, okay, yeah, you're signed up and stuff. And so it just so happened that somebody who was taking the pole dancing class was actually in the twerking class. So I was like, oh, awesome. So that was the extra person. So that was really fun. So it was me and it was a lady that was taking the class and stuff like that. So she was older than me. She said she was a mom with three kids. I think she said her oldest was 20 years old, I think she said, but I didn't find it out till like later on in the class and stuff. Like me, the instructor doesn't have any kids and stuff. In fact, the instructor is actually a teacher, which is interesting and stuff. So you guys may be wondering, like, well, what did it go like? Well, first we started off by stretching and doing some exercising first because with any kind of dancing, it's important to get the body kind of loosened up and everything. So that's what we did. So it started off with some neck rolls, from side to side and everything and stuff. And then we kind of went into doing some stretching up the hips and everything like that, rolling the body up and everything like that. We did like child's pose and different kind of movements and everything to kind of loosen the body up and everything and get the body ready and stuff, rolling of the arms backwards and forth and everything like that, just to get the body ready for what will be happening. Okay. So twerking does involve using the hips. And so it's very important to get that part of the body ready as well as the rest of the body too, as well. Okay. So that was the beginning of it, was getting loosened up, was which I found kind of helped me to kind of forget about the fact that I had just worked and had like a long busy day at work or whatever, which was really nice. And then after that, that's when we started off by learning some of the beginner twerking movements. So we learned one movement. It is called the throwback. Um, then we learned the salt shaker and then the wind. I believe there's like the dog crawl, I think is another one. And I think there might have been another one too that we kind of learned as well. Okay. Um, and so um, I feel like since I took a class prior to this, like it kind of helped me at the event that I was in or whatever. But I really feel like I felt really loosened up and I felt like it was like really cool for me to be able to like learn the movements and stuff, and it was awesome. And I really feel like my instructor did a really good job of explaining the movements and stuff and how we were to do it and stuff or whatever. And it was fun. I really liked the environment. I liked how the environment was laid out in the pole studio and they had like the lights and everything. It was really fun. Got like some Christmas lights, but it was pretty cool. I liked the mood or whatever. We did do like twerking movements to like music and stuff. It was like rap music or whatever. But I understood, like the point of it. We got to do some choreography for a dance that the instructor was working on. Now, before that, we had to be initiated. So my instructor asked me, like, well, when you think of twerking, what kind of movements do you think of? And so the lady went first. Is the type of idea she had of what twerking was. I kind of did gave the instructor an idea what I thought twerking looked like by moving my body or whatever too. And I thought it was pretty fun to like kind of get into that and stuff, just to kind of loosen myself up or whatever. And I liked it. I thought it was really fun and I thought it was like a really cool and safe space and stuff for me to be able to like know that it's an environment where I'm learning. It's an environment where I'm getting a chance to really enjoy the experience and to learn and to know that it's okay. And the instructor did come over and make sure that we were doing the movements correctly. And like she said, it took her, my instructor, like 2 years to learn to twerk. And so, there was things it took her a while to learn. She's a real natural, with how she does. I don't know how she does it, but 2 years, I'm like, whoa. She does have a twerking certification, so I'm like, wow, awesome. So my goal ultimately is to continue to learn to twerk. I feel like what it allows me to do is to get in touch with my feminine energy, and to be able to, get outside my comfort zone and to like get a chance to meet other, women who are interested in twerking like I am. And essentially it's like an exercise, it's a dance kind of exercise. It's a way to, for me to keep myself active, which is super fun. I do plan to go back and do some more twerking and learn some more, just because I think it's pretty amazing. And actually, there's not, I think that's the only twerking class that's around, and I want to take advantage of it like while it's available. But, overall, I had fun doing the choreography part of it. Um, I found that, um, like, seeing the choreography be done was one thing, but doing it was a different kind of thing altogether. I think it would take me some time to kind of learn it good, like the instructor did. But, I'm really excited and I'm really glad that I showed up to the twerking class, because I feel like showing up to the class to me showed the instructor that, that the class is something that she should continue to teach. It is something where people are interested in it. It is a class that, she should keep going with, because there are studios, they try out classes, and when people don't show up, they don't continue to offer the classes. And sometimes, like for different pole studios, sometimes they close down because they don't have enough people interested, or sometimes communities don't like to have, pole studios around, which I think is really silly, because I think pole dance and twerking and stuff, I think it's awesome. And I think it's cool, and it's a fun way for me to stay active and engaged with my body and stuff like that too, which I really, 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 really love. So I'm gonna definitely continue with it and, see where it goes and stuff and things. My instructor says she's not gonna be doing the class next Monday, but maybe the following Monday she might. So I'll see if I like pop in for another twerking class. But overall, I feel like, it was very therapeutic. It really allowed me to, kind of like get into the vibe of like my feminine energy and kind of letting go and enjoying the class and stuff like that. I'm a thinker, so I'm usually all about, thinking about what I'm doing and stuff. And I kind of caught myself doing that during the class, but I was like, no, let me just do it and see and stuff. And like I said, the instructor was there to definitely help us and stuff to learn, how to do it and stuff and things. So I thought it was really fun and really exciting for me to take the class. And I want to take more classes and stuff too, and see how far I can get and stuff too. So I'm really looking forward to it. And I can't wait to tell you guys more about what I learned and, how far I'm progressing and things like that. So yeah, it was really exciting and fun. We got to, just enjoy the class, and I found myself smiling a lot in the class because I was having a great time. I completely forgot I worked, that I worked earlier today and stuff, and that everything was busy at work, because my mind was able to just like be left outside the door, and I was able to like just enjoy the class and the experience, and it was really fun. And I want to go back, and I can't wait to do it. So anyway, that's what my twerking class experience was like. And I'll be sharing more updates on that as well, on like, how I see myself progress and things like that. By no means am I expert. I'm not. I'm just somebody who's trying it out and doing something for fun. But anyway, I really enjoyed it, and I'm happy that I get to share this experience with you. And I want to encourage you guys, if there's something you like to do, like a hobby you want to kind of go out for, something you want to do, go out for it, give it a try, and see if you like it. You know, whatever it is, whatever kind of hobby you want to try out, and see how far you can get in it, because you never know. It could be something that could be a knack for you, that could be something that helps you to build your self-esteem, that can help you develop, self-love, and it can help you really to see yourself completing a goal in some way. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Bye bye.